Hey YouTube, what's up? I'm Eshwar and I'm back with another video. In this video I'm gonna explain you about excretory system. So let us study about excretory system today, and so let's get started. So what is excretion? Excretion means it is the removal of chemical waste from our body, which is mainly nitrogenous waste from our body, which is for example urea and many other those sort of things. So the excretory system is mainly composed of kidneys. So kidneys are composed of nephrons. So the nephron is the basic structural and functional unit of kidney. So kidneys are two in number in our body, and one kidney is enough for a normal human being in order to live. Kidney has the outer cortex and the inner medulla. Some parts of the kidney, as you can see here, are kidney has papilla, pyramids, hilum and pelvis. Hilum is a small notch, as you can see over here in the picture, and you have the pelvis including the ureter, which carries the urine which is produced in the kidney to the urinary bladder, where it is temporarily stored. So there is a common doubt between the students, that is what is the difference between ureter and urethra. So the answer is very simple. Ureter carries the urine which is produced from the kidney to the urinary bladder, whereas urethra expels out the urine which is stored in the urinary bladder, which is regulated by the sphincter muscle. Sphincter muscle relaxes or contracts on our which is in our control, and urethra is the structure which expels the urine out of our body. This is the simple difference between ureter and urethra. So now let us study more about the urine formation. So urine formation, we need to know about the parts of the nephron first, which is the structural and functional unit of kidney. So as you can see, this is the rough diagram which I have drawn. This structure, the U-shaped cup-shaped structure, is Bowman's capsule. Bowman's capsule, and here as you can see the network of capillaries. This is afferent arteriole, which is broad, and this is efferent arteriole, right? So this is afferent arteriole. Even here the students get confused. This is the afferent arteriole, this is efferent arteriole. The simple way to remember is that afferent arteriole, A comes first in the alphabetical order, whereas E comes after A in the alphabetical order. So this is the easy way you can remember this. And here here the arteriole is little broader, whereas here the arteriole is little narrower than the afferent arteriole. And here is the glomerulus. Here is the glomerulus, and here in this particular Malpighian capsule, so Bowman's capsule and glomerulus both are called Malpighian capsule. So both the glomerulus and Bowman's capsule is known as Malpighian capsule. So it is the part where the first stage of urine formation takes place, which is known as ultrafiltration. So what is ultrafiltration? As the name suggests, it is the filtration of blood and water. So that is ultrafiltration. The reason why it is known as ultrafiltration is because ultrafiltration occurs in a great hydrostatic pressure. So why this pressure is created is due to the differential diameters between the afferent arteriole and the efferent arteriole. So this is the reason for the high hydrostatic pressure, and due to very high hydrostatic pressure, the blood is filtered. And the next one is PCT. So let us study about proximal convoluted tubule. PCT is known as proximal convoluted tubule, loop of Fennel, and distal convoluted tubule. So this is the image of nephron as you can see here, and you have PCT, DCT, including the loop of Fennel. The loop of Fennel lies in the medulla region, whereas PCT and DCT lies in the cortex region of the renal, that is kidney. So many of the questions are based on this. The question goes like this: where does PCT and DCT lies? It lies in the cortex region, whereas loop of Fennel will be in the inner part, that is medulla region. So the main stages involved in the urine formation is ultrafiltration, reabsorption and tubular secretion. So as I said earlier, ultrafiltration occurs in the glomerulus in the capillary network due to great hydrostatic pressure which is created due to the differential diameters of afferent and efferent arterioles, and the glomerular filtrate. The filtered part is known as the glomerular filtrate, which enters the renal tubule for further urine formation. So let us study about the reabsorption process. The glomerular filtrate entering the renal tubule is not urine. It is an extremely dilute solution containing lots of useful materials including glucose and some salts such as those of sodium. So in the urine formation, after the first stage, that is ultrafiltration, there exists still some of the so after the ultrafiltration, still there will be a presence of some of the salts and glucose which just cannot be expelled out from the body, as those components are useful. So the reabsorption process takes place, and the part where it takes place is in the PCT, and in loop of Fennel it takes place. In loop of Fennel, sodium ions and water is reabsorbed. ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ ತಾನೆ? ಅಲ್ಲ, ಕೇಳ್ತಿರೋದು. And in the distal convoluted tubule there is tubular secretion. Some of the ions like potassium ions and some of those components are secreted in the urine formation, which is collected in the collecting duct and is expelled out from the body. And a large number of foreign chemicals including drugs like penicillin are passed into the forming urine in the distal convoluted tubule. So the tubular secretion occurs in distal convoluted tubule, that is DCT. So here tubular secretion. So this is the last stage in the urine formation, and after the tubular secretion it is directly poured into the collecting duct in the nephron, and everything is collected in the pelvis, and it is passed through the ureter to the urinary bladder, which where the urine is temporarily stored. So even in this there are certain abnormal conditions such as hematuria and glycosuria. So what is this hematuria? In this, the blood passes with urine, which is very dangerous, and it is due to the infection in the urinary tract in the body. Hematuria is caused, and in hematuria there will be a formation of kidney stone or tumor in the kidney, which can be removed if it is in the initial stages from chemotherapy. And the next one is glycosuria or glucose. Excess glucose passes with urine due to diabetes mellitus, which is known as glycosuria. This is why this diabetes mellitus is caused due to the undersecretion or hyposecretion of insulin. And so now let us study about osmoregulation, which is one of the important functions of kidney. So what is osmoregulation? The osmoregulation is the regulation of osmotic pressure between the blood and the salts, which is very, very important in our body, and which is very useful in maintaining homeostasis condition in our body. So osmoregulation is the regulation of osmotic pressure of the blood. This is known as osmoregulation. Drinking enough water directly or through food helps the kidneys in their proper working. This is to maintain health. One question which may be asked from this chapter is that why we urinate fewer times in summer than in winter, and the urine passed is generally thicker during the summer. So as you know, the reason is that in summer we lose considerable part of water and salts from the sweat, whereas during winter we do not lose it. In summer the conditions are very hot, and it is very general topic, so you can write the answer generally. So this is the question which may be asked. Thanks for watching, guys. Stay tuned, and if you like our video, please subscribe, and of course don't forget to ping us on Instagram if you have any doubts regarding the topic. Thank you. Have a great day.